So cars, huh? Yeah, so this is a quick look at Forza Horizon 2. It's by Playground Games, makers of the original Forza Horizon. So for those that don't know, Forza Horizon is like a spin-off series, pun intended, of the Forza Motorsport games. So rather than the simulation around real tracks, and well, there's fantasy ones as well in Forza Motorsport, this is more about the open road. It's an open world game. The original was set in Colorado, where this one is actually set in the south of France and north of Italy. So if you've seen that Top Gear episode where they did something similar, I have a feeling so did they. And that's why Forza Horizon 2 exists. So the loading will be done soon enough, but look at that rain, look at the drops of it on the car. Yeah, so for those that don't know, Forza Horizon 2 I think is the very first game in any Forza title to have rain, and I'm not sure about day night. I think there was day night in Colorado. So yeah, we're gonna just jump in. I'm gonna try show off a few the different things you can do. So usually with racing games, they're usually very repetitive, and I'm not saying that this isn't. It's just they've done something to sort of, I don't know, just make it a little more entertaining. You have stuff like showcases, the circuit, there's point to point. There's a ton of stuff to find. It's a huge game. So I'm going to start with I leveled up, so the wheel spin. So every time you level up, you'll get like a slot machine thing where you could either win credits or a car. I have not won a car yet, and I am level. Oh, hold on, I've leveled up twice. Okay, so I won a car. Wow, that's the first time I've won a car, and I'm level 16. Is my first time in the car, so kind of glad that's on record. So yeah. Oh, okay. So Forza Horizon gives you the open road. There's a ton of stuff to do. So you might see a drive-a-tar. There's a good old drive-a-tar. So drive-a-tars return, and they take your they take your Forza 5 drive-a-tar as well. So if you have a friend that played Forza Horizon 5 but didn't play Forza Horizon, they'll still be in this. So let's see, you go here, and I think if you do this, here we go, you get a nice car mode going. You can see the bit of dust there. Focus. So I think what I'll do is I'll take this, let's add some effects, add a sepia, make it all Instagrammy, and take the photo.
Alright, nice photo.
So it's all about finding, I guess, the whole idea of the photo mode is to find as many cars as possible. So as you're out, you can see there's a speed trap. So yeah, it's a real social racing game. I want to just jump in and do a few events. Let's see. So I'll show you the actually the size of the map. So goes down there, goes all the way across here, and then up there, and everything in between. It's a big game. There are, according to the game, 168 championships and over 700 races. So one of the things I wasn't the happiest about with the original Horizon was it just wasn't enough to do, I suppose. I think within 15 hours you were done, and I mean, especially considering it's a Forza title, that's nothing. Another one of the big things about this Horizon compared to the first one is you can just drive on the dirt and the grass and everything else. So it's a much more open game. I'm probably only going to do a race or two, maybe just one. Let's see, which one will we go for? Let's go for this one then, since I won it. Yeah, so it's much more open. and there's a ton of stuff to do out and about. There's 150 boards to smash and find. There are 10 barns, I think, but I think you only get that through either leveling or your wristbands. So if you don't know what Forza Horizon 2 is all about, people have flocked to the south of France and north of Italy for an event called Horizon, which is essentially a big music festival. So if you like the music in Forza Horizon 1, which is one of its big selling points, well, not selling points, but one of the things people talked about really favouratively, it's back. More of what there was in the first one, but a lot more. And as you go, you unlock different radio stations. So you don't have you have 3 to start with, which is, to be honest with you, enough, because both you unlock them quick enough, and there's a lot of music per radio station. You won't really hear a lot of repeats. There we go. Gonna try. So you probably notice there's very little or no sound, just because of copyrighting the old music. Those music companies love that. But yeah, so you can get the idea up at the top there as I'm doing things like drifting and drafting and destroying and jumping and everything like that. You can see I'm getting points in the multiplier. If I keep it going, I can obviously get more points, improve the multiplier. That will unlock perks for you. There's some straightforward enough things like obtaining better XP, more XP for doing certain things. Well, that's all I've mostly seen so far. We'll jump in a minute anyway. And then beyond that, there are got spun out. Come on. I'm not going to do so well this time. But beyond that, there are also levels, so you gain XP for completing events and credits for buying cars. But you can see they've got a decent multiplier going now. Oh, and then I crashed. Oh, wow. Oh yeah, just to let you know, rewind is still in there. So let's see if I don't hit the 3 this time. There we go. There's no limit to how often you use them. I don't think there's a penalty even to using it. So I guess that's sort of just so you can enjoy it. I don't think I'm going to pull it back in time. In 6th. So as you can see, actually already didn't even mention it yet. This race is off track, off road, and then you go back onto the road and go back off. So there's much more variety to the races you'll race in. So it seems like all the championships are broken into 3 classes and by destinations. So yeah, the lovely Eclipse is still in it for another Xbox One game, the one that we all use. Yeah, I can't. And I can't use rewind. Oh, this is no. Oh, okay. I think I'll just quit the race. I'll try that again. So you get the idea that there's a bunch of different types of races. They're not all say circuit or point to point, but you're on road and then you're off road and all that. Let's see. So these are road trips, online road trips of that. Let's see. We do a showcase. Show a showcase. Actually, excuse me. I'll do the train one, which means I will actually fast travel to here. So there's boards. There's XP boards. There are fast travel boards, and I'm not sure if there's a third one or not. But the more fast travel boards you get, the cheaper fast travel will actually become, because just doing this will cost 9,000 credits, which is about a race worth, I think, or around that.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
So we're gonna just do we'll do this. But yeah, so I don't know if I said what the Forza Horizon event is. Did I? May have. Anyway, it's a big music event where people drive to and drive around. It's all dance music and house music and stuff like that. So that returns pretty much from the first game, and I mean, if you don't like that music, you're not gonna like it in this. For those that did like it, it's a weird one because somehow they've managed to make a game where the racing feels really enjoyable, but not too arcadey, so you can enjoy the feel of a car and how rain affects it and stuff like that. But they've also just made it like really just fun, enjoyable, and I don't know, it just makes it suit the music festival situation. Take them out. Yeah, like I don't know, if you can feel real relaxed just driving along these and listening to the music, like a bit of ecstasy, which is I guess suitable because those music. Never mind. Yeah, so we'll do this event and then do a little driving around. And stop. Here we go. Right, so these return from the first game, where they're kind of special events where you race against things other than other cars. There's only 5 though, I think, in this one. It's kind of unfortunate. I've done 2 of them. So the first one was a race against 3 airshow planes. I don't know what they're called actually. And this one's against a train. So let's see, let's start this up. So yeah, there are huge, and I mean a huge number of events in this game. Like I said, over 700 races pretty much. So, but to get to the Horizon finale, I think you only need about 15 or 16 wins, championships. So that leaves about 150 spare, which is perfect because if you just want to play through it completely, you'll be able to do it in about 10 hours, I'd say 10-15 hours. And then if you like the world that much, which I really am, there's a lot more for you. I think in terms of size, it is 3 times bigger than the original Horizon, which great. The original Horizon was a decent size, but you always wanted a bit more, I think. Well, I did anyway. I really liked the first one, and all I wanted was more. So this definitely fills that. But yeah, I don't know, there's something about this I really like. I played the beta of the Crew, both of them so far on PC, and what I like about that game is it's just, you know, you can sink dozens of hours into, you know there's always going to be enough content, but it just doesn't feel as exciting as this one. I mean, at the end of the day, you could have 500 hours of content, but if that 5-minute stint of gameplay over and over again isn't great, you're not going to do it all. You're simply not. Where something like this feels really good and plays really well. It looks nice. I mean, I personally don't think it looks as good as Forza Horizon or Forza Motorsport 5. I could be wrong. Haven't played Motorsport 5 in a couple of months now, but just looking at some of the details, well, to see with Forza Motorsport, to keep not saying Horizon over and over again, see, Forza Motorsport was literally all about the cars on the road, on the track, where this has an open world to have life into. And I mean, the foliage just doesn't look great. The trees don't look great, they look kind of flat. The high grass looks particularly low res, but I mean, I don't know. I think it still looks really nice. Just those little tiny things I've noticed playing it. Every now and then as well, especially when I think it's auto saving. You'll actually have a freeze for a second. That could be fixed before launch. That could be just because it's downloaded, or it could be a number of things. But it's things I may as well point out because I've noticed. But other than that, I'm having a great time. And there we go. They do a great thing with those showcase events as well to make you feel like it's really tense and tight. But it seems no matter what, you'll always win, I guess, unless you just crash at the last corner really badly. But it seems like they always keep the other vehicle or mode of transport or whatever it is sort of just ahead for most of it, and then you just pull it back at the end to make it more exciting. But yeah, so we're gonna, I guess I'll just drive around for a bit. No point making this too long anyway, it's a racing game. And I think I've talked enough anyway, I don't think I've shut up yet. But we're gonna jump in, drive around, show a bit off of the world. Where we go? I was going, we'll do a bucket list. So bucket list is, oh god. So the bucket list is a new thing to Forza Horizon 2. As far as I know, there are also online co-op ones. I don't think we'll be showing off the co-op today, simply because I haven't played that much of it, and the internet right now isn't the most reliable. So I'm gonna jump in and do one of these bucket lists. But as you can see, this world is huge. There's the whole roads driven thing, which is one of the things in the original Horizon. I think it was in the hundreds, like 100 and something, I think 160 around that road, where this is 325, and they are big roads as well. So let's do this one. I haven't done this one yet. So number 12, medium. Here's where I show just how not great I am at this. I'm usually really good at racing games, but I don't know, from that race earlier, okay, somebody on beat speed target. Okay, 282, fine, seems easy enough. It's really hard to focus in a really fast car and talk. Uh-oh.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Am I going straight? Yeah. Oh god. Come on, stay on. There we go. Going to the right side of the road. Here we go. Here comes the speed trap. What I gotta get? 282. Come on. Come on. Not gonna hit it. Not gonna hit it. Whoops, hit the wrong button. Let's try that one more time. So you can see they're not the most easiest of challenges. But yeah, as I said, this is just an incredible amount of fun to play. I've found it very hard to put down since I've started. A whole list of other games to review, but perfectly honest, this is definitely taking precedence right now. It's just very, very hard to put down. It's the atmosphere as well. I don't exactly have the headphones on right now. I think I'll just go around this and be careful. I don't have the headphones on right now, but when I do, you can just stick them on, blast it up, turn on the bass, and just enjoy it, I suppose. I'm not going to hit it again, am I? Nope. Wow, this is a tough one. Try one more time, and then I don't know, might call it, might drive around a bit. It's very hard to just stop. Look at him, he walks by and then he's in. He's like Chris Angel or something. Or Dynamo, I guess it may as well be a little more relevant. Wait, there's this new guy, isn't there? I don't know. He's that guy, he's on ITV and he does like, or UTV, whichever one. He does like pranks on celebrities. Looks like a bit of a dickhead.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Nope. Let's have a rewind. Go a bit to the right. Oh god, that was even worse. Let's try this again. Okay, so if I go like this. No, that's just not gonna work at all. I'm just gonna have to brake. I'm about to brake. Let's just take this. Let's see. Remember, you're in a Lamborghini. You don't own it. So Let's just do it like this and see if this helps with the speed. Yeah, it's coming out 3rd of October, I think, in the UK and Ireland. And if you were thinking of getting it, maybe you should. Yeah, I'm not going to do it. 8 kilometers too slow again. Damn. Damn. But it's a huge game. I've spent a couple hours already. And as you saw, maybe I'm about 2% through all the championships. So yeah, it's a definitely a big game. The thing is, now there are another 3 racing games coming out this year. Well, high-profile ones. There's Project Cars from Bandai Namco, which is simulation. We have Drive Club from PS4, for PS4, and that's aiming to kind of be like this. It's like a team-based social racing game, and Forza Horizon actually has surprisingly robust like online sort of community type feeling. Oh god, I should brake. Yeah, so and then the last one is the Project Cars. Oh, The Crew from Ubisoft, or if you want to say it wrong, Ubisoft. There's something about The Crew to me that appeals to me, usually because I usually feel like there's not enough racing games out there because I just play through them all. And there's like, apart from Forza's always the game where I just the motorsport series, not Horizon, I just can't bring myself to play it all. I just play a little bit and well, I play a chunk of it, but I can never get through all the championships. I can never play it all. I just give up after a while. But every other racing game, all the Need for Speeds, when there was a Burnout, I always play through every single event, gold, everything. Oh, my favourite was flat out Ultimate Carnage, but The Crew is that sort of like huge open world, so you're not driving around the same few roads all the time. So there's gotta have hundreds of hours of content in it. But there's something about the driving right now that is putting me off a bit. I don't know if it's, see, the thing is when you, oh wow, when you do events in The Crew, you unlock like parts and all that, so I guess they need to make them feel different. Cars not as good at the start, but I don't know, look at Forza Horizon. Every car I've driven I've enjoyed, even the American muscle cars. It's in here somewhere. See, as you see the lightning bolt on the map, there you are. They're the boards. So fast travel is 50, and this, I think there is 50 XP one, so we'll find out where. Let's say there's one, so we'll smash one of these. So what's fun about these is they could be hidden. Oh god, they could be hidden really well, but especially the XP ones, if they're hidden really well, finding them will reward you with a higher XP. So I think I found one that was 7,500, and most of them I've found so far though have only been 1,000. But it adds a great sort of exploration to it as well. Makes you realise as well, like, you can pretty much go everywhere in this. There's nice little, like, I don't know, dried up dam areas and stuff like that to drive around that you wouldn't normally know or see. And I think there's some sort of like yard as well. There's a yard or two. It's, I don't know, just it's a lot to it. Yeah, so as I'm saying, I'm only about, I'd say 3 or 4 hours in, and if you, as you can see, like from the numbers, like I haven't even driven on a third of the road yet. I've driven around a fair bit, just to drive around and enjoy. And I'm not enjoying this car though. Well, I am. It's alright, but yeah, like there's just so much to it. I'd say it's easily, I'd say to do everything will easily take around 100 hours or more. So looking for a decent driving game. I right now I'm absolutely loving this. It just makes everything fun. and enjoyable, and it all just comes together really well, from the driving to the cars to the exploration to the dynamic weather, which you can see now with the rain. Let's see, so it's up there, I'm guessing. To even just the music with it as well. Like, I'm not a big fan of that type of music usually, but they pick some really enjoyable songs all the same that you don't mind listening to or you will enjoy. But I don't know, that's pretty much it. Look at this, just the rain, the night falling, and an XP bonus of 7,500. And then I spin for prize. We'll leave it at that, I suppose, in breaking into this person's land. So yeah, you can see all the events. Let's see, we'll go in here, social, so progress, wheel spin. Oh yeah, I can show the perks before we go. So let's do one more wheel spin. It's a Mazda. Actually, an MX-5 is what I wanted years ago. Until I was told it's a woman's car, and then I was like, who cares? If I want it. So I've unlocked like XP when you bank skill chains, your drafting skill increases, your score I should say, your clean streak scores are increased, and your drift is. And then when you earn 25 more credits when you beat a drive turn head to head. So when you do that, unlock this one, it will actually unlock the ability to obtain tiles are touching it. So you start games of infected in a ghost state for 15 seconds. So that's an online game, which I'll try do a video of again when the game comes out, because there's not really anyone online. Let's see. You earn double the reward from a daily drive with our payouts. Your destination vote. Nah, there's another XP one. Let's see. Let's do this. So yeah, it's rather fun. There's a lot to it, like stats, achievements, bucket lists, road trips. There is a huge number of things to do in this game. Yeah, it's, well, if you're watching this, I guess look out for a review on gamesmack.net, and I will probably see you next time for another game.